Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine your morning without them. Waking up and not quite being able to make out the face of someone you love across the room. Reaching for your cup of tea and knocking it because you misjudged where it sat. Not being able to read the label on your medicine bottle, or see the numbers on the telephone, or recognize a dear friend until they're close enough to touch. Of all our precious senses, our eyesight is perhaps the one we lean on the most, and the one we take most for granted, right up until the day it begins to fade. And here is the truth that so few people are ever told. After 60, your eyes change in ways that nobody really warns you about. It isn't only that your vision gets a little blurrier, or that you need brighter light to read than you used to. Behind the scenes, quietly and often without a single symptom you can feel, real changes can begin to take place inside the eye. And this is the part that catches so many people by surprise. Some of the most serious eye troubles that come with age give you almost no warning at all in their early stages. No pain, no obvious blur. Nothing that says, "Come and look at me." They can begin and slowly progress, while you go about your days with no idea anything is happening at all. That sounds frightening, I know. But please, take a breath, because I'm not here to worry you. I'm here to hand you something far better than worry. I'm here to give you knowledge and gentle, practical habits. Because the wonderful truth is that so much of your precious eyesight can be protected and preserved and cared for as you age, if you simply know how, and if you pay a little attention. Your eyes have served you faithfully for a lifetime. Today, we're going to talk about how to serve them right back. So over the next little while, I'm going to walk you through 7 simple habits to protect your vision and care for your eyes after 60. Some will be gentle, everyday things you can start this very day. And the 7th habit, the very last one, is the one I most urgently want you to remember, because knowing it could one day make all the difference in the world. So please, do stay with me right to the end. Now, before we begin, let me share an honest and caring word with you, just as a good friend would want to. Everything I share today comes from a place of real care, and it is offered as general guidance for looking after yourself well. It is not medical advice. And it is never meant to replace the eye doctor who can actually examine your eyes and know your health. When it comes to something as precious and as delicate as your sight, this matters more than ever. So please treat today as a warm and friendly starting point, a nudge in a good direction, and whenever anything I mention touches on your own vision or health, bring it to your doctor or your eye specialist. They are the ones who can truly look after you. With your sight and your safety held close to my heart, let's gently begin. And before we take that first step, I would love to know who's here with me today. So somewhere down in the comments, tell me, do you wear glasses? And how long has it been since your last proper eye exam? Be honest, now. I read every comment, and I care to know. All right, let's talk about that very first habit. And it is, without a doubt, the single most important one on this whole list. The first habit is to have your eyes properly examined on a regular basis, even when your vision seems perfectly fine. And I want you to really hear me on this, because it's the one that saves the most sight of all. Remember what we said a moment ago. Many of the most serious age-related eye troubles give you no early warning at all. You could feel that your eyes are working just fine, and yet a quiet change could already be underway inside them. A thorough eye examination is the one and only way these silent changes can be spotted early, while there is still the very best chance to protect your vision. Your eye doctor has special instruments that let them look deep inside your eye and see things long before you ever could. So please, don't make the mistake so many people make, waiting until something feels wrong before you go. By the time some troubles announce themselves, precious time has already been lost. Instead, treat a regular, complete eye exam as one of the most important appointments you keep, right alongside your other health checkups. Ask your eye doctor how often they'd like to see you, given your age and your health, and then keep those appointments faithfully. It is, quite simply, the most powerful thing you can do to protect your sight for the years ahead. Everything else we talk about today supports your eyes, but this one habit is the true guardian of your vision. Which brings us to the second habit: protect your eyes from the sun. We all know to shield our skin from too much sun, but so few of us ever think to protect our eyes. And yet the sun's invisible rays, over many years, can quietly take their toll on them. That bright light we love so much can, over a lifetime, contribute to some of the very changes we most want to avoid as we age. And the good news is that protecting your eyes from it is wonderfully simple. Whenever you're out in bright sunshine, wear a good pair of sunglasses. And here's the key: the kind that block the sun's ultraviolet rays. You don't need an expensive pair at all. You simply want a pair that clearly says it offers that protection. And a nice wide-brimmed hat does a lovely job too, shading your eyes from above. It's such an easy habit, and yet it's a real, lasting kindness to your eyes. So the next time you step out into the sun, protect your eyes just as you protect your skin. And that leads us gently into the third habit, which is to feed your eyes well. Yes, the very same idea we hear about the heart and the brain is just as true for the eyes. What you eat can genuinely help support the health of your vision as you age. Certain foods are especially rich in the nutrients your eyes love. Leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale are wonderful for this. So are brightly colored vegetables like carrots, sweet peppers, and squash. Fish, if you enjoy it, brings those healthy fats that research suggests may help support the eyes. And colorful fruits like oranges and berries lend a hand too. You don't need anything fancy or complicated, just a plate with plenty of color on it most days. Think of every bright vegetable and fruit as a small gift to your eyes. A well-fed body tends to carry well-cared-for eyes along with it. The fourth habit is to give your eyes the rest they need, especially from screens. So many of us now spend hours looking at televisions, tablets, and phones, and our eyes were simply never designed to stare at one close-up thing for hours on end, without a break. When we do, our eyes grow tired and dry and strained. You might notice them aching, or a bit of blur, or a dull headache after a long spell of reading or watching. The gentle fix is simply to give them regular little breaks. A lovely habit to remember is this. Every so often, perhaps every 20 minutes or so, look up from what you're doing and let your gaze rest on something far away, across the room or out the window, just for a little while. It lets the eyes relax and reset. Remember to blink often too, which keeps them comfortably moist. And make sure you always have good, gentle lighting when you read or do close work, so your eyes aren't straining in the gloom. Small rests, given often, keep your eyes far more comfortable through the day. Now, if you're finding this helpful so far, do me one small kindness and tap that like button. It genuinely helps this reach more good people our age who'd like to protect their sight. Thank you so much. Now, on to the fifth habit. And this one protects far more than just your eyes. The fifth habit is to light your home well and make it easy on your eyes. This is one people rarely think of, and yet it matters enormously after 60, for two reasons. First, as we age, our eyes need considerably more light to see clearly than they once did, and they also become more sensitive to harsh glare. And second, and this is so important, when you can't see well around your own home, your risk of a trip or a fall goes right up, and a fall at our age can be very serious indeed. So good lighting isn't just about comfort, it's about your safety and your independence. Make sure the places where you read, cook, and do clothes work are brightly and evenly lit. Pay special attention to stairways, hallways, and the path from your bed to the bathroom, keeping them well lit, perhaps with a soft night light for the dark hours. Try to reduce harsh glare where you can, and keep a good lamp near your favorite reading chair. When your home is lit well and kindly, your eyes work less hard, and your whole body stays safer. It's a small change that protects you in more ways than one. The sixth habit is to look after your whole body, because your eyes are deeply connected to your overall health. This may surprise you, but the health of the tiny, delicate blood vessels inside your eyes is tied closely to the health of the rest of you. Things like your blood sugar and your blood pressure, when they run high over time, can quietly affect those delicate vessels and, in turn, your vision. So in a very real way, every kind thing you do for your general health is also a kind thing you do for your eyes. Keeping active in whatever gentle way your body allows, eating well, and staying in good touch with your doctor about your blood pressure and blood sugar. All of this protects your sight, too. If you have any ongoing health conditions, working closely with your doctor to manage them well is one of the loveliest things you can do for your eyes without ever thinking about your eyes at all. It's all connected. Care for the whole, and you care for the eyes. And if these habits are helping you today, please do subscribe, so we can keep looking after ourselves and protecting what matters most, together. Now, the seventh and final habit, and the one I most urgently want you to remember. The seventh habit is this: never ignore a sudden change in your vision. Treat it as urgent. Please, hold on to this one, because it is the habit that can save your sight in a moment of true need. While many eye troubles creep in slowly and silently, some announce themselves suddenly, and when they do, acting quickly can make all the difference in the world. So I want you to know the kinds of signs that should never, ever be brushed aside. A sudden loss or blurring of your vision. A sudden shower of new floating specks or spots drifting across your sight. Sudden flashes of light, like little lightning bolts at the edge of your vision. A dark shadow or curtain that seems to move across part of what you see. Sudden eye pain, redness, or seeing halos around lights. Or suddenly seeing double. Now please don't let this list frighten you. That is not why I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it because these sudden signs are your eyes calling out for help, and the very worst thing anyone can do is to wait and hope and tell themselves it will pass on its own by morning. With some of these, time truly matters, and getting help quickly can be the very thing that saves your sight. So if you ever experience a sudden change like these, do not wait for your next regular appointment. Reach out to your eye doctor right away, or seek urgent medical care. It is always better to have it checked and be reassured than to wait and wish you had acted sooner. Your eyes will tell you when they need help urgently. The seventh habit is simply to listen and to act. So there we have it. 7 simple habits to protect your precious eyesight after 60. Let's gather them all up together one last time so they stay with you. Have your eyes examined regularly, even when they feel fine. Protect them from the sun. Feed them well with colorful foods. Give them rest, especially from screens. Light your home well and safely. Care for your whole body, for your eyes' sake, and never ever ignore a sudden change in your vision. Notice how gentle every one of these is. Not one of them is complicated. Most cost little or nothing at all, and every single one is something you can begin, quietly and lovingly, this very week. And please don't feel you must do them all at once. Just choose the one that spoke to you most. And if I may gently suggest a place to start, if it has been more than a year or two since your eyes were properly examined, let that be the very first thing you do. Pick up the phone and make that appointment. It is, without question, the greatest gift you can give your eyes today. Because caring for your sight is caring for your independence, your safety, and your ability to keep seeing all the faces and all the beauty you love in this world. So now I'd love to hear from you. Tell me down in the comments, which of these 7 habits are you going to start with? And when was the last time you had your eyes properly checked? Be honest now. And if it's been too long, tell me you're going to book that appointment. I read every single comment, and I so look forward to hearing from you. And if this helped you today, please give it a like so more wonderful people our age can find it too. And do subscribe so we can keep taking good care of ourselves, together. Take very good care of yourself and of those precious eyes. And I will see you very soon in the next one.